Welcome to Serena Tarot. This is your Lionsgate 2020 portal pick a card reading. There will be timestamps in the description box below, and the idea here is that you pick 1, 2, 3 or 4, whichever pile that you are most feeling drawn to, and then we'll see how the Lionsgate portal, which is a serious activation for within the spiritual realms, as Sirius rises. From our perspective, it looks brighter, and it lines up with Ryan's belt, which lines up with the pyramids of Giza. So this is an ancient or Egyptian astrological alignment that they every year that people honor, and it's about bringing heightened ascension and activation into your life from the spiritual realm. So it's where the veil is at its thinnest. Okay, and the pick a card reading will show you how whatever you're feeling drawn to will show you how this activation or these ascensions is most going to impact you for tomorrow, actually 8th of the 8th 2020. So I'm just going to do the sound bowl for a couple of seconds. You can choose, otherwise you can just jump straight ahead to your pack. But for those who want to meditate for 20 seconds, we'll start now. Okay, so we'll begin. Now I have pre-shuffled these piles off the camera. We will clarify with the gilded. So we can begin. So group number 1, those who chose this pattern. Let's see what your reading has in store for you. First card, I'll lay all the cards out first and get a sense from them before I begin. I haven't looked at the cards. So the first one we have is Thriving. Second card from Moonology is, nice. Luck is on your side. New Moon in Sagittarius. New Moon in Sagittarius also is quite a spiritual card in terms of new intentions, bringing new intentions with the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. It's all about that higher realms, higher thinking. Then your Work the Light Oracle card is Mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And then your Starseed card is All Paths Lead Home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. We have the Magician. We have the Four of Air. And we have the Eight of Water. Okay, so immediately what I'm seeing with group number 1 is that this activation, this Lionsgate portal is really going to shift you into a prosperous period, chapter into your life, where you're becoming the manifestor of your reality. And you can thrive from that. Luck is on your side, and you have this deep inner sense that all paths lead home. And you are, I feel like this is definitely very, very spiritual for you. But it's really about looking at the triggers in your life. This ascension is going to give you that kind of it's like a slap around the face, but a gentle slap around the face, because we've got the mirror, who or what is triggering you. There's 4 of air, which responds to deep inner healing, and then the 8 of water, which is that walking away from that which no longer serves you. Okay, and in a sense, you are manifesting this deep healing within yourself, because you know that there is something that is holding you back from your what you can achieve, and that you know that if you're able to let go of these aspects that are no longer serving you, then you are going to find your spiritual equilibrium within, in your inner world over here. So it's definitely a time where you may be getting a few reflections from other people back towards yourself about the things, and it's like something will have an emotional aspect for so Leo season is it's run by the heart space, so people are feeling a lot more emotional at the moment. But here, this ascension, this activation is really coming in to really pinpoint and reflect back to you elements within yourself that you need to address. So we're talking like issues, deep-seated issues, perhaps even from childhood. And that is going to bring about this element of healing and enable you to say, you know what, I've loved, I've invested a lot. You see the 8 of water over here. He's invested a lot. He's got his treasure chest over there, but he's leaving that behind. And he wants to ship. He wants to sail onto a new horizon. He wants a new adventure in his life. And you're manifesting this, okay? So that's where luck on your side is, because you really are seeing the bigger picture. And you know that with this pathway, by taking the ship and moving forward, you know that you're more on your way home than by being stuck within the material world too much. So there's a lot of deep inner healing, and the trouble with healing is that it's fantastic. I mean, healing, if you think about it, it basically means to feel better, okay? But there has to be an element of pulling out the darks. It's like looking at the clutter in the bottom of your soul and kind of really kind of putting them into place and facing it, and really kind of seeing where there are things that are not quite aligned with this new activation, this new ascension path that you're on. You're thriving, you will be thriving, but you kind of need to clean up shop a little bit. And the best advice over here at the moment, before we clarify, is that whoever, be very aware of how you are responding to other people, situations. Particularly I'm feeling with people. I feel like people is one of the biggest things that's affecting you. And it could also be people who have this element or this this belief system whereby material is where success lies and where happiness lies. And I feel like you're slightly shifting away from that, because that no longer resonates with you. So with the people, when you find, if you can have an awareness of your emotional reactions to things, and if you can notice yourself feeling guilt, shame, anger, anything that's on a low vibration with another person, with an interaction, if you can just have an awareness of that, it gives you the opportunity to thank that person inside and say, right, okay, you have just reflected back to me what the things that I need to still clean up. And that's going to bring about this healing to enable you to move on. Because once you have that healing, once you have that recognition of those things, those limiting beliefs that have held you back in the past, that is what's going to enable you to really shift gear. And it feels like it's coming on quite strong, especially with the Magician. Now, the Magician talks about you manifesting this, which of course is true. But again, the Magician really is an alchemist. He balances all aspects of all the suits into perfect harmony for his what he desires, essentially. But usually this affects yourself in the material world. We've got this material chest box over here, but then inside we've got this this 4 of air, which is that healing, and this is in the mental body as well as the heart space. Now I feel with this one, where you chose this group, for me this resonates. This reminds me of bubbles. It reminds me of water and emotions and being connected and interconnected with everything. So this is really kind of how every aspect of the circles have a connection with one another. So it's almost like you're shifting. It's like intuitively or subconsciously you connect with this image or this pattern here, because you ultimately know that there is a connection with others. There is that allness, and I'm feeling that you feel it more in the heart space, more than anywhere else, because you're kind of walking away from old belief systems related to material and wealth. You're more like on a spiritual journey, especially with the new moon in Sagittarius, which is supporting that. Let us clarify the Magician for you. Let's clarify the Magician for you. Why is the Magician here, please? Just a couple of cards, please. Why is the Magician here, please? It's too many. Oh, that wanted to jump. One. Can we get another card, please? Okay, I'll take that. Thank you. So we have here 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the Sun. Right. So what you've been manifesting has come about. Remember, I was talking about the emotional body. So I feel like this is with somebody else, with relationships. There's been something that you have been worrying about, sleepless nights, lots of anxiety over this connection that you have. Now, this could be a romantic partner, but this could be anyone that you have a very strong emotional tie to. So that could be anyone. This is a general reading, so I have to say that. Obviously, it does speak quite strongly with regards to a partnership, an emotional partnership. But then we've got the Sun over here as well. So it's shedding light on that. So what, in a sense, you are manifesting, or what is being manifested with the help of Lion's Gate, is you're starting to really get the illumination of where the anxiety lay with regards to this connection. Now, this also reminds me very much of looking in the mirror, this mirroring factor over here. So this person is definitely whoever is most prominent in your life, where you feel like you've had a bit of anxiety with, or really kind of just a bit of worry with regards to someone significant in your life. You are manifesting your way out of it in terms of illuminating the situation. So you're stepping out of this this worry and this anxiety, okay, and into the Sun. And of course, Sirius, I believe, shines about 26. It's 26 times larger than our Sun, and Sirius is known as the spiritual sun, which is the biggest star that's affecting Lion's Gate portal at the moment. So you really are manifesting the areas within a significant relationship that's been causing you anxiety or worry. Okay, so that is beautiful, and that's definitely tying in over there with the Mirror card. Let's have a look at this healing for yourself. 4 of air, please. Why is the 4 of air here, please? Thank you. Okay. Ace of Cups. Ooh. 6 of Wands. Can we have one more, please? No more? One more shuffle, let's see. Oh, that's too many, but I'll take you, which landed all by itself there. There we go, 4 of Cups. Okay, so the healing that's happening within you, once the illumination over here of where the anxiety lay with regards to how someone's been mirroring or reflecting back to you issues that you need to deal with. Now, it's very easy to just point the blame and show that someone else has got an issue and they're causing me strife, but it wouldn't affect you unless it was triggering something within you. So that's where the illumination comes in, and that's what you're manifesting. That's a strong, major arcana as well. So this is spirit coming in saying, we're going to give you this real foresight. We're going to give you the tools to see things for as they truly are with regards to mirroring things. Okay, when it comes to your healing and perhaps being needing the time to just recuperate, just lay low and recover, I see what's happening once you are able to do that deep inner healing. We've got abundance where you're healing hang on a second. It's almost, it could either be that this connection was recent, if it's a recent connection, and you're healing from that because it wasn't successful, and if it's not a recent relationship, it's the healing where perhaps you tried to find that you try to find that reconnection, that reconciliation, that you try to take this relationship or this whoever you feel most emotionally connected to. That could be family as well, or friends or colleagues or whatever, but it's someone you feel there's an emotional tie to. And what you're healing from essentially is the fact that where you tried to create a new, you try to fix it, you try to create a new level. It's like create a new beginning, create a new chapter with this. You wanted to succeed in it, but it hasn't gone according to plan. I feel like the other person hasn't really responded in the same way. They haven't received this cup that you offered. They were just a bit complacent and a bit bored, and you're healing from the fact that what you tried to create, this new beginning, this new love, this new level of your commitment, you wanted to you wanted to thrive in that. You wanted to be recognized for your efforts, but instead it's resulted in this element of well, I'm so used to not getting what I want that I'm just gonna be happy with what I've got. That's the kind of thing that you're healing from. And what you are starting to shift towards is knowing that you can have more. You do deserve more, whereby perhaps this healing aspect is a belief system that you've held in the past, where you try because you want everything, and why not? You should have everything in life. But the pattern seems to be that you put a lot of effort in, you want to be recognized for it, and the other person doesn't quite see it. Okay, they don't quite recognize it, they don't quite value it, and you're left with a feeling of, well, why bother? Okay, but the healing comes in when you start to recognize that as a pattern. And that pattern can be shifted as soon as you have the illumination on that with the sun. And what you can do over here is you can start to say, well, actually, no, I do deserve more. And if this person isn't able to give it to me, then I need to either move on, or I need to recognize that I'm still deserving of everything, much, much, much more. I'm still deserving of, I deserve the world, and not to then slip back into the old habits of like, oh, well, God, I tried, I'll just settle with what I have. Moving on to the Eight of Water. Let's see what's going on here. 3 cards, please. Oh, that's a lot of cards, but we'll take them. Okay, this jumped over the manifesting card, the Magicians. Let's see. We've got Page of Pentacles. I don't do reversals. 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. And 9 of Wands. Okay. So I see you've got an offer coming in that could help you with regards to finances, and that's gonna give you it's going to give you such a spring in your step for moving forward, this fast energy, that you are now at the point where you're like, oh dear, what do I do? Because of the Nine of Wands, you feel like I'm a bit stuck. I have this amazing opportunity. So the Page of Pentacles brings in good news regarding finance, but in your opportunity, perhaps finances comes in where you have been felt a little bit stuck financially, left out in the cold. That comes in, which rejuvenates your spirit and gets you very, very excited, and you have all this abundant energy, this thriving flow to move forward. But then the Nine of Wands shows me that you do have the determination to do it. It just feels very, very, very hard. Okay, you can do it, but you feel like, oh, this is a big one. This is a big one. And I feel like it's definitely with regards to mirroring. So perhaps you needed this this good news to come in order to ignite the fire in your belly and thrust forward to create, to have the confidence essentially to move away, to leave, to walk onto new pastures, okay? And with regards to the Nine of Wands, it's really tricky because this walking away from the things that are familiar to you is always hard. It's just change. It's very, very difficult. But it's almost as if you know within yourself that all paths lead home, and you are very intuitive at the moment. You are really starting to give yourself a bit more, the activation, the ascension that's coming in, is you're starting to give yourself a bit more authority over other people. So it will be tricky, and you do have some healing to do, but know within yourself that you do deserve the world and above. Luck is on your side. It's giving you those gentle nudges and those gentle pushes, and ultimately all paths will lead home. So that is your reading for group number 1. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you next time. Group number 2, those who were attracted to this pattern. This is your reading. So what I will do is I'll lay the cards out. I haven't seen these, so we'll see what happens. I'll lay the cards out, get a sense of them. Purification. Nice big Leo energy there with the sunflower. Ooh. And if you look closely, it is rain that's coming down, but I also see that as the spiritual plane coming and sourcing into the energy here. So this is very Lionsgatey. I'll lay the cards out, I'll get a sense, and then we'll clarify with the Gilded. Moonology. What do you need to release? Waning Moon. Work Your Light Oracle card. Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. Starseed card. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. The Good Tarot. We've got 7 of Air. We have King of Water. And we have Page of Water. Purification. Okay, so group number 1 also had an element of healing that was coming in, but it was specifically for an emotional bond. I won't get into it. with you, there's also, I mean, the activation, any activation or DNA activation or ascension that anyone experiences always contains within it an element of healing. It is necessary. It's absolutely necessary, because you have to be able to step up. And by stepping up, you have to release, you have to learn the lessons from that which you have learned. Okay, so it's about that recognition of those lessons, and then you're able to step up. And with Lionsgate Portal coming in, it's giving that extra nudge, that extra push to really look at those things which have been holding you back, essentially. Okay. Now I can see that you definitely have quite a lot of protection around you. You definitely have family around you. You definitely have spiritual guides that are very strong in this reading. They are supporting you. They are guiding you. And what they're guiding you to do is for this purification. Okay. You need to be able to open yourself up. My sage is going a bit nuts. You need to be able to open yourself up to allow that healing to come in from above. And in order, purification is a cleansing, and with cleansing we need to get rid of the dirt, essentially. And by getting rid of the dirt is about releasing something. Okay, releasing something that no longer serves you, but you need to be able to see what that releasing is, and you can't do that alone. But you're not alone. Okay, watering your garden is all about nourishment, body care, tenderness, and nourish. And strange, because I said what you need, I almost said the word dessert when I was talking about this card. So maybe there's some sort of a diet aspect, because we've got nourishment and body care as well. Perhaps there's a purification. I feel like a detox would really help you as well. So a physical purification, as well as the spiritual, mental, all of that, emotional purification. But I think what would help you initially would be to apply this physically first. That would be a good starting point for you. You're needing a lot of tenderness and rest and nourishment. And I feel like when your body is in a better space, in a stronger space, you will be able to handle the other, everything else a bit more on a balanced way. You might be able to open up to your soul family a bit more. I have to move this. This is going a little bit crazy. Bear with me 2 seconds. Okay. Sorry about that interruption, but I thought that it was now going to completely set a fire. Then we have this 7 of Air. And this card talks about having the courage to see what's directly in front of them, but choose to move on. I want to double check the meaning of this one particularly, because this one always stumbles upon me, and with the good tarot guide it does have slightly different meanings than traditional. So let's just get an extra sense here. Yeah, so when I was mentioning about seeing what's in front of you and thinking about how to move on, maybe some sort of an element of a departure, but this is you really living on your own terms. You are now sort of stepping into that state of, well, I don't have to play by the rules of society or other people. I am now going to live a so-called unconventional life, but this is now, I have the power and I have the foresight and the awareness to know that whatever path I choose to take, this is going to be on my own terms. Okay. And then we've got the King of Water. So you're stepping into, with feeling of that, you're stepping into the space of that real still waters run deep, this emotional maturity where you really see things for how they truly are on the mental body. And then we've got the Page of Water, with that space, with allowing yourself to step into your own path regardless of what anyone else says. And the emotional and a maturity to understand that that's what needs to happen, then you become more, not like childlike, but with the page of water, you start to have more of that younger energy, that younger innocence about you by taking these new steps. Very, very watery. These are all kind of very bluey type cards. Again, I'm being drawn to this that you were drawn to. This reminds me a bit of an onion, you know, where you are starting to reach deeper levels of the core of your soul, and you're starting to sort of strip away with the purification in order to move towards your inner voice, your inner heart. But I feel like you need to kind of yeah, I'm feeling there's a lot of physical. You need some rest. You need some physical rejuvenation. If you can get a massage, I don't know what the situation is where you are at the moment, if that's something you're able to do. But you really need to tend to yourself like how a father figure or a mother figure who's loving would tend to their child. You need to look at your inner child here, and you need to heal in that respect. Okay? That having that knowledge, it's like, it's exciting. It's like having that knowledge that actually you can do anything. You can do anything. You can change anything. If you clean up shop, if you cleanse yourself, if you find more of a kind of, I'm thinking also try, if you can, some chakra meditations to balance your chakras and feel more in tune and balanced, you'll be able to release things quite easily and be able to connect more with your soul family, more with people. You'll be able to attract people around you that are more in tune with you, more in sync with this this empowered aspect. So if you're feeling empowered to move and step into your own way of living, your own lifestyle, your own the way you see fit for yourself, then you'll be attracting other people towards you. You're going to be attracting members of your soul tribe and your family towards you. At the same time, you're going to be opening up to your spirit guides coming in and having your back, basically. Let's clarify same of air with the gilded for you. Just 2 cards, please. Really jumped all the way up. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Top one, which is the Hierophant here. Okay, so basically you've worked on this sort of stuff before. You've done the detox before. You've done the looking after yourself. You have done quite a lot of introspection and trying to figure out what you need to release. But with stepping into your new sense of self here, I feel like you maybe you went a little bit slack, or maybe you had a bit of a break from it because the material world just took too much of your attention here. So I see you going back on it in order to find that spiritual pull again. All right, and that's what the Lionsgate Ascension is going to do. It's going to reactivate. It's not like it's an activation for you. It's almost like a reactivation. It's going back. And it's bringing other people towards you that's going to help you with this. And this is also with regards to how your spirit guides communicate with you, and you being more in tune with that, because the Hierophant here is also a very spiritual card. Okay, so it's really kind of finding your own sense of where you belong and fit in with regards to how you spiritually see your journey going forward. So yeah, you definitely, this is not new to you. This is not new to you. Perhaps you did the whole kind of detox and, exercise regimes and everything, and then it went a little bit slack, and now you're revisiting it. But you're getting this push from this nudge for this purification. The Hierophant is very powerful in your favor, and they're there for you. Okay, the King of Water. Let's see what's happening with the King of Water, please. Thank you. 4 of Pentacles. 2 more here. 2 of Pentacles. And we have the star. Okay, beautiful. So what I see happening over here with regards to this King of Water, this energy, this emotional maturity that you are stepping into with regards to kind of going back on something that you've already looked at, but then revisiting it with a stronger ascension, stronger pull from the universe, stronger, Lionsgate portal, that energy coming through. With that energy, you are going to be stepping into this element of, you know what, maybe in the past I was, what's the best way to say it? In the past, you perhaps felt like it was important to share all your understandings, or your problems, or your issues, or all that sort of stuff with other people, and perhaps it had a bit of a knock-on effect. Perhaps people started treating you in a particular way, and that didn't really sit well with you. So I feel like this ascension, this activation or reactivation within you is going to basically put you in that, remember I said still waters run deep, into that kind of real father-like energy where you have all the information, you are aware of the things that need to be released, you are aware of what needs to happen within yourself to connect, but you're no longer offloading it on other people. You're holding it, you're holding on to it because you're balancing it within. You understand that actually you by sharing it too much, it's like you're oversharing, and it's like it's causing this horrible reflection whereby other people are now seeing you as maybe an issue person, or they're treating you a certain way because you've been oversharing stuff. And with the spiritual, with this Hierophant, this is all happening within. Okay, so you're stepping into the King of Water energy. For you is going to be about sort of taking it all in, acknowledging it, being aware of it, but not needing to call on other people for their support as much as what you have been, because you've got the Star card here. You've got that inner healing and hope and faith that is strong throughout this. I mean, these are two major arcanas over here, and both are very, very spiritual cards. So I feel that this King of Water energy you're stepping into pulls you into a very kind, that's where the purification comes in, because you're like, this is mine, I'm sitting with it, I'm balancing it with it myself. I don't need, even though you've got you're attracting the right people to you, and you've got your spirit guides coming towards you, you're not dealing with issues or problems or difficulties in the same way as you did before. You're more sort of sitting with it now, and that's where the healing comes in, because you had this deeper inner awareness of it. You're not sort of projecting on other people anymore. You're understanding it within yourself. Now the Page of Water, this excitement, this feeling more kind of young at heart. Can you clarify the Page of Water, please? Group number 2. Queen of Cups. So we've got the Queen and the King of Cups. Oh, and then these, there's quite a few, but let's take them. 10 of Swords, 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. So there's been an element of suffering and a sense of loss. Perhaps it's more on the mental space here with regards to a very, I feel like this is somebody else in your life. So it's not your energy, it's somebody else, whereby you felt, now traditionally the Queen of Cups would be quite an intuitive person, but a very motherly, caring, nurturing, good listener person. So good friend, a mother figure, that sort of thing. There has been some pain with regards to this connection that you've had. where you felt either backstabbed or you felt like they didn't understand you, and ultimately it made you feel like you were at the end of what you're prepared to deal with, okay? Because it's a 10, so it marks a cycle coming to completion. And the connection that you've had with this person is that it never really, it was good in your life. It was strong. It was fruitful to a degree, but didn't quite reach another level. There's still something you can't. It's like you can't embark on this spiritual journey with this person. You have to say goodbye because it's no longer giving you the it's got you. It suited you fine when you were as you were, but now that you are stepping into receiving this gift from this universe, which, and their gift is basically this understanding of taking life by the bull, to taking life into your own hands, going your own way, regardless of what other people around you think, and finding your own spiritual connection and journey within it. It feels like there was someone very close to you that is not really in alignment with that anymore. And I see you are moving on to the next stage of your own personal journey, but without that person, because the 8 of Cups, you're walking away. Okay, so the Page of Water is really the energy that comes with the King of Water, meaning that once you have this emotional security and maturity based on, and we've got water, and we've got here water your garden as well. So water is very strong. So this is going to really be affecting you in the emotional body, and this king having that emotional maturity and recognition, and no longer sharing. So perhaps you overshare to this character, I say character, friend or family member or even partner. In the past you overshared, but now you've sort of reached a bit of a stillness and awareness and understanding, with that sort of a serenity, and with that also the understanding and the knowledge and the kind of the real deeper knowledge of the things that you need to release in your life, because you know that these things weren't really serving you. So you're ready now to step away from that, but with that kind of solid strength brings about this new energy of like, well, I can do whatever I want, anything that makes me feel excited, anything that lifts my heart and my spirit, anything that makes me feel emotionally fulfilled. And by doing that, it seems like, even though it might feel like it's painful to move away, and it's like people come into our lives for a reason or a season or a lesson, or, and it feels like this person, you've outgrown them now. Perhaps they've even outgrown you, but they're not prepared to say it. But in certain ways, we can all move on. Even if it's a family member, it's totally fine to then step onto your own pathway with the confidence and courage, because you're backed by your soul family anyway. This is what you need to do. But to walk away in this respect, in order to find and live the way you want to live, is going to give you that real burst of young, childlike, kind of exciting emotional energy that I feel like you've been lacking. But the first thing you can start by doing is just maybe a bit of a detox, and just looking at your physical body first before you can and start the purification process there, because we do have quite a few pentacles here as well. So I feel like for you it makes more sense to think you deal more practically on the physical plane. So start there, and if you start there, you can start to work into your emotional body, then you can start to work into your mental body, and then your spiritual body. So, and as you do that, you are peeling away the onion layers of yourself to find your core, and that's where the activation is going. So that's all I have for you, group number 2. I do hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. So, group number 3, those who were attracted to this. See what the Lionsgate portal is bringing to you, how it will be most impacting your life. So I have pre-shuffled the cards. I'll lay them all out. I'll get a sense for it, and then I will clarify with the gilded. So we have love, abundance, fertility, blossoming, we have step outside of your comfort zone, North Node, pillar of light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle, messenger. Interesting. It's Sirius energy, and of course we're talking about the Sirius star, okay? Bringing harmony and balance. Ooh, this is a very spiritual spread so far. Page of Earth. Nine of Earth. Nine of Air. Ooh, okay. So I feel that you are definitely those who are drawn to this reading over here, which also reminds me a bit of stained glass in a church. It also makes me feel like I'm peering through a window of some sort, and it's looking at the all the options that are available to me from different perspectives. So I feel that because of all that, you are already well on your spiritual journey. You are aware of high vibrations, low vibrations. You are aware of how your emotions affect you. You are understanding of consciousness. You have that deep inner sense. You have that very strong heart portal, which is very strong. You rule your life by it. So I feel like you've done quite a lot of work. You have already had some sort of spiritual awakening and ascension, and with this Leo energy, this Sirius star that's coming in, and this activation, this Lionsgate activation, it's like you're stepping up. You're stepping up, and you're stepping it up into how you apply it in your physical world. So perhaps you have been more in the kind of spiritual side up. Your head is sort of working with the higher chakras, but now you're looking to implement them down into reality, into the 3D world, and you like take those pillars of light and then ground them into the earth plane. I feel like even though you've done quite a lot of work, I feel like you need to be stepping it up. So you're ready to step it up. You are surrounded by love. You do have the support and connections around you, but I feel like you need to start really stepping outside. Obviously, stepping outside your comfort zone, but it's like play a game with yourself and try exercises of like, okay, well, I usually do this, so what would make me feel most uncomfortable to do this? I feel like what's happening over here is the pillar of light that's coming through, and the messenger, which I always refer to as well as, and from the angelic realm, even though we've got Sirius energy there. So we've got Sirius starseeds, not starseeds, but star beings and entities helping you. You've got the pillar of light grounding you and helping you to vibrate and rise even higher, because I feel like you're definitely a light worker, and perhaps you are very much aware of that. But you need to look for exercises in your physical world, in your 3D world, and so don't try not to be so highly in tune. Sort of ground yourself a bit more and find ways of challenging yourself and shifting yourself so that you can test what you've learned in different aspects. So I feel like you've perhaps done so much work that you understand where you are, and you're like, oh, this is groovy, I like this, I understand it, I've got this understanding, this knowledge. But now this portal's activation is so powerful. It's coming in, but it's basically saying, listen, are you ready for this? Are you ready? In order to be ready, you really need to start doing things in completely different ways to see if you can maintain that high vibration. Because with this portal, with this activation, things are gonna, I mean, everything in the world will be shifting quite chaotically anyway, and you need to test yourself now to ensure that you stay on that high vibration throughout all the difficulties. It's like that pre-test before it comes. So and by doing that, you are going to be in that, sit more in that wisdom and be able to guide others towards the light. Okay, so your vibration is definitely rising, but it's basically saying to me, don't stop now. Don't stop now. You need to keep going, keep going, keep going, keep shifting, keep shifting, keep shifting, so that you can have this great flow that no matter what happens, you can find that way to sort of lift. And by bringing harmony and balance is about bringing it within yourself. Is obviously coming through for you as well, from the spiritual plane. But this energy is about you being able to maintain that balance of that high vibration no matter what occurs. So you need to test yourself. You need to give yourself some little tests. How can I, if this situation happened, how would I respond? How can I understand that? Do things completely in a different way to really kind of challenge yourself. And are you still able to maintain that love and that balance and that harmony? Now we've got Page of Earth, and we've got Nine of Earth, and we've got Nine of Air here. So you are, it's like you're taking those light codes and those activations and you're grounding them. You've got news. It feels like you want to embed it in like Mother Earth, in the soil. So it's it feels like you've got some news that's going to come in that's going to be help you to do that in the physical plane. So maybe that's growing a garden, maybe that's buying property, land, maybe it's whatever it is. It could be financial, anything that's going to help you on the home front or financial help. And then the Nine of Earth, which is this wonderful wish fulfillment, almost financial independence that you're able to bring into the situation. And then learning on how to consciously release and move out of any understanding, any elements of worry or anxiety you've had, or anything that you've kept in the mental body, especially within your comfort zone. Like maybe the comfort zone is thinking a certain cycle perhaps or pattern of belief. Okay, that's maybe where your comfort zone is, and you need to step aside from that. And you this energy, this Lionsgate portal is going to bring you the awareness of, I see now where my anxiety or where worry or where fixation happens, and you understand that, and you're ready to leap into the next stage of releasing that. So let us clarify the Page of Earth for you. Ace of Pentacles. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So we've got something really solid happening for you. The Hermit and the Devil. Beautiful. So this is where you are creating this new start. This vibration is rising. So with this Lionsgate portal coming in and giving you a sort of I feel like you've already had some ascension, levels of ascension or activations. I feel like you're going to get another one. And that's where the test comes in, to sort of test yourself and how you respond to these sorts of things. This new activation for you is a solid new beginning moving forward, and you are able to, with the Page of how to implement that into your reality over here. I mean, obviously this could be quite literally in terms of you get good news with regarding finances that helps you set a new stage for yourself. I don't know why I'm saying set a new stage, but that it just came out. So setting a new stage for your life. But ultimately, this solid new beginning for you is the recognition of the things that have been holding you back, okay, where you have been bound. So the Hermit talks about introspection, having the clarity and really sitting with something and really understanding that. Okay, and that's where your comfort zone lies to a degree, okay, because you need to be more fluid, you need to be more working with the energies around you and maintaining a high level of consciousness. And so this new start that's coming your way, which I feel is going to affect you in the physical, in the material world, okay, let's just call it that, material world, is going to enable you to really see the patterns of the past where certain even maybe obsessive behavior or addictions, now this could be you or this could be someone around you, so like a codependence kind of aspect, or areas in your life where you have felt bound. Okay, so this could be also limiting belief systems and stuff. But this news coming in enables, this is a very solid long-term offer coming in. This is an offer, this is also an opportunity, but this is a new way, a brand new beginning. And that brand new beginning brings about this clear understanding of the space where there's still an element of feeling limited. Okay, so that is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You're stepping out of this limited belief system and moving into your wish fulfillment and your independence, financial independence even, but this is you within yourself. You are solid in the world. Let's clarify the Nine of Earth, please. Nine of Earth, please. Where's the Nine of Earth, please? I'll take those two. Six of Cups. And the World. Right. So this news that's coming in, or this new understanding, this new opportunity where it's almost like now it could be coming in from somebody else because it's a page of earth, so that's news, it's a messenger. And of course we've got this messenger over here. So whatever good news comes in, it's serious energy. It's definitely Lionsgate energy that's coming in to enable you to really see those limiting beliefs, okay? With that, you start to step into your own sense of independence, okay? Your own sense of self. And by doing that, you are able to say goodbye, end the cycle of the past, all right? The old way. So this card, Six of Cups, refers to usually nostalgia, usually kind of things from the past. Now obviously it could be children, but so I have to say that, but it is definitely that equilibrium, that harmony of give and take, but it's definitely from the past, okay? And that cycle is coming to completion now, okay? You're ready to step into the present moment and into the future, and you can say goodbye. You've done everything, you've reached. This is a time for celebration, really, because you have learned every single lesson you possibly can within those past cycles or patterns of thinking that you have been bound to. You know, you've done the work, you've bought the t-shirt, and now you can say goodbye and say hello to a brand new start here. So that is beautiful. You're able to really let go of those. And by stepping out of your comfort zone, of course, it's stepping out of the past, isn't it? It's stepping into your present and your future. It's your comfort zone really is every single aspect of your life that exists, that has been existing in the past. And by stepping out of that, you end that cycle and you start afresh. Now, with Nine of Air, recognizing those anxieties or perhaps those limiting beliefs over here, and having that, being able to spread her wings. Again, I'm feeling very angelic energy over here, especially with Messenger and with her wings there too, in the pillars of light. You are ready to venture out in a way that might feel uncomfortable because you have now discarded some, or at least trying to discard some energies from old ways of thinking, essentially. Okay, you've basically made the mental decision to get rid of it, but obviously applying it practically might prove a little bit more challenging. So let's clarify the Nine of Air, please. Six of Pentacles. Quite a few here. Three of Wands, Five of Swords. I don't do reversals, guys. Four of Wands, King of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Right. Okay. For me, this definitely feels like you had a situation, or you have been experiencing a situation in the past. Some of your old comfort habits really have been about, hang on. It's like you're wanting to step into that new happy lifestyle with perhaps someone in particular, but there's always been a stumbling point, right? So it's always been like you wanting that equal give and take, all right? But you're always waiting on it. You've always been waiting on it. It's not been happening. And then it's like you're wanting to sort of, it's like, well, cut your losses and anything you can possibly do to create your happy home, perhaps with this character here, the King of Cups, and have that emotional stability with, you know, knowing that in the physical plane here, you've got a happy, joyful, solid lifestyle here, and you feel emotionally stable and content and all the rest of it, but you always end up feeling a bit left out in the cold. So where the understanding that you have had with regards to where your anxieties have held you back, that real knowledge of that has basically been about, you feel like you've always been trying and waiting and doing everything you can to create your happy lifestyle and your sort of emotional contentment, but you've always felt a bit left out. Okay, left out the cold, or financially perhaps unable to, or perhaps you were you considered that this happy home was a result of financial abundance, and that's where you are really understanding where your anxieties have tripped you up, and you are ready to release it. You see how she's surrounded by all those doves. Okay, so she is making peace with every one of those aspects. She is making peace with, well, I thought that if I was generous with others, and if I had this beautiful harmony, I thought that if I waited and worked really hard, I thought I even tried you know, cutting my losses and just everything I could to create my happy home, but I always end up feeling left out in the cold. And that's what you're coming to terms with, and that is that final kind of shift that you take, because it's like you have the awareness of this shift about this introspection over here. You've had the awareness of that shift, of those last little things that you need to figure out, and you can only step outside your comfort zone before you can really step out. It allows you to say goodbye to an old cycle and understand with clarity why perhaps your agenda, your motivation for getting your happy home was based on false belief systems. Okay, but you got the messenger coming in. So this Lion's Gate portal is really pushing you to step outside your comfort zone, beyond what the work that you've already done. Okay, it's bringing you lots of love and light with this pillar of light, with the messengers bringing harmony and balance, and you're taking a great shift in your life. You will be a bit more prosperous as well, and you'll have a bit more abundance, and you'll certainly be surrounded by lots of love. But I'm feeling that's very much an energy from spirit coming in, spirit and the universe, because you're starting to see it within yourself, and you're deciding to say goodbye to anxieties, you know. Beautiful. So that's your reading for group number 3. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. So group number 4, those who chose or were attracted to this pattern, this is your reading. Okay, so these have been pre-shuffled. I don't know what they are. I'll lay them out, get an idea for them. If you give me a few moments to really sort of soak up the energy, and then we'll clarify with the gilded. So we have stillness, your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. I'm sorry, defensiveness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. And then for your good tarot, we have 5 of Earth, Two of Air, and Justice. Ooh, there's a lot of 2s here. A lot of duality happening here. Okay. So there's obviously definitely justice coming in, with your hard work is paying off and justice coming in, but you need the ability to say I'm sorry. Now the 2 of Air traditionally would be that damned if you do, damned if you don't, can't really decide a decision that you need to make, but you see how he's got one bird there and one bird there, but he doesn't know which way to go. And then the 5 of Earth, which talks about a mindset of lack, a mindset of feeling alone, left out, financially not able to. And so I don't know what's been going on in your life, but there is definitely an element of feeling, it's like feeling alone. Perhaps there's been an argument where, perhaps there's been a disagreement, perhaps there's been a legal case that's been causing a lot of difficulty, and you've been working very, very hard, but you don't quite see where you're at the moment. And Lionsgate Portal, the ascension process, is really going to shift things, and basically it's a super magnifier of manifestation. That's what Lionsgate Portal is all about. So it's really important that you are very careful about your thoughts and where you put your energies, because it will manifest that huge fold. Ultimately, I'm seeing justice up here. We've got the 2 over there, and with Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. You needed to go through this. You needed to go through this lesson, this journey, in order to understand what equilibrium is all about, and also in order to right past wrong. So it could be that there's a karma debt that you've been paying off. But where things have been really higgledy-piggledy and really quite stressful, you can settle, you can start to, when the justice comes in, you can settle into an element of stillness. I feel like you've been burning the candle at both ends with worry and perhaps even arguments or disagreements or upset. Perhaps you are even wanting to uproot. I mean, I know this talks about uprooting past wrongs, but this could also mean a physical uprooting, in terms of moving home. Whatever's happening for you, even though it feels like it's been quite tricky and quite difficult, this has all been for a good cause. This has all been for the way forward, which is divinely guided. So it might not seem like it is now, but it is. And even this sense of where you feel like you don't know what to do, justice comes in and gives you that help. So that's where Lion's Gate Portal, the ascension, the activation, is going to really propel that forward. Let us clarify the 5 of Earth, please. Can we clarify the 5 of Earth, please? Thank you. Got the High Priestess, got the 10 of Wands, And we've got the Six of Wands. Okay, so there's definitely where you have been feeling a bit isolated, alone, financially quite stuck, or with an element of a lack of mindset. This is the High Priestess talks about secrets and mysteries, so things are beyond the veil that you're not aware of. And as the veil thins, especially from tomorrow, from the 8th of the 8th, reveals, secrets are going to be revealed to you. You see, so the guidance that you've had, your journey so far has been almost quite mysterious. Like, you don't understand why does this always happen to me? Why am I feeling like this? Blah 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 blah. It's basically because there are things that are happening in the spiritual plane, probably part of your soul contract, okay, that have not been revealed to you yet. So just go with it, because it is part of the divine plan. Okay, you are at the end now. The Ten of Wands speaks about that burden that you need to carry, but the end marks the 10 marks the end of the cycle. So 10 would reduces down to 1, which enables you to have a new start. Okay, so you have been working very, very, very hard, and I feel like this is also spiritually quite hard. You've been trying every which way to do it, but you will get recognized. You do have victory here. You are being watched. Okay, you will get the victory that you deserve from this element of lack. So I feel like this is, yes, it could be a mindset of lack, but it could be a mindset of lack because there's been so many things that have been going on in your life. They've been like, well, this hasn't worked out, this hasn't worked out, this out. Every which way I try, I don't know what to do because it keeps working out like this, and I don't understand. I'm doing everything I can, but you will be recognized for it. Okay, there are secrets and mysteries that are not revealed to you yet, and they will be revealed to you, especially because it is divinely guided here. Two of Air. I feel like someone could also be saying sorry to you, but I feel like this is also an opportunity, especially when you move into justice and you have that recognition, when you can start to find stillness within yourself by grieving a loss, even if it's a loss in terms of two people not understanding the same thing, not being in agreement. It's like grieving the loss of understanding between two people. But it would be really helpful for you to sort of really kind of just let go of the ego, even though I don't feel like it's a big problem for you. I don't think I'm not feeling major ego here, but I feel like just by doing that act of kindness and just by recognizing that things are from different perspectives, it will attract more of the forgiving energy within you, around you, rather than a defensive energy. Because I feel like you've been having quite an ordeal. You've been having quite a time of things, and people can automatically become quite defensive because they're defending themselves, they're protecting themselves because they're being attacked left, right and center, essentially, either with their heart space, their mind space, their spiritual space, their physical space, so people naturally can become quite defensive because you feel like you're constantly under attack from every which way. But all this message here is brought to you to say to you that there are mysteries. There are things that are unseen, okay? This has been divinely guided for you because you will be recognized. Balance is coming up. Your hard work is paying off, okay? So you just hang on in there. Let's see what the Two of Air is bringing. What's the Two of Air bringing, please? Knight of Cups. That's nice. Okay, what else? Oh, and we got the Knight of Pentacles. And we got the Knight of Swords. Oh my goodness. Whoo-wee. So, this is a general reading, so I'll mention a couple of aspects here. In one aspect, it could be that you are stuck in your headspace because you have 3 potential suitors coming your way and you don't know which one to decide. Another aspect, you feel you are stuck between your headspace your emotional space, and the slow and steady, well, let's just do things methodically and down to earth. I feel like you're really shame. I've never seen this before. All three like that. I mean, we just don't have the Knight of Wands here, which is fine. But you're really sort of torn between, or it's a case of you've been torn between, and you are trying to find the steady, logical movement forward between the mental space, things that communications, and how you think and how you feel and how you approach other people in your life, and how you are reacting to your emotional body and your emotions and from other people. I feel like if it's not three people that are coming at you and you don't know who to decide, then you are trying to find that balance between you don't know whether to go more with your heart or with your head. It's like head over heart, heart over head. And you're trying to find a balance over here between the two, because how to sort of implement both of the heart and the head space within the physical world here. But you're still sort of switching backwards and forwards. And I feel like that's where you feel it's like there's a lot of action happening between. It's very fast with the Knight of Swords and very, very fast with the Knight of Cups. So if you feel a bit sort of torn backwards and forwards, maybe that's where your hard work is paying off. Maybe these are beautiful messages that are coming because they're action cards. You don't know how to apply yourself action wise. They could also be people coming into your life, and you don't know whether to go for, that one who's like really, romantic and ooh la la, and the other person who's very intelligent and really funny. It could be something like that. But for more so, I'm feeling, how do you apply yourself in your real world? You're stuck. Do I choose a heart or the head? The heart or the head? The heart or the head? But justice is coming in. So I would say, especially for Leo season, choose the heart. Choose the head over the heart, because Leo, with Lion's Gate, Leo rules the heart chakra. So I feel like with the head space, you might get a little bit overburdened. So I'll go with the heart. Justice. 9 of Pentacles. Page of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. And Death. Right. So, where you have felt also financially a little bit stuck, that is all changing for you. Okay, you will be stepping into, this is like a wish fulfillment. This is like your independent financial sense of stability and foresight. Okay, I see long-term security coming in, but there will be a bit of a delay with it coming in at first. Okay, and it's a major change to your life. So that's what justice is bringing forward to you. Okay, it's a gift from the universe. Your hard work is paying off. It's been divinely guided in order for you to have this long-term security and stability embedded in the physical world. Okay, so we're talking about maybe it's a home, it's land, it's money, it's inheritance. It could be any of those sorts of things, or could be a pursuit that you do by yourself, an independent business, a new business that you start up, which is ultimately going to give you the long-term stability. This is major because it's a major arcana with death. Death represents change. It's a change to how you've been feeling recently. So where you have been in this mindset, which is an element of you don't have abundance, okay, abundance is not around you here, justice comes in and says, well, we're changing it up, we're balancing it out, we're bringing you that abundance. Okay, the biggest thing that you need to be aware of for this reading, group number 4, is that the things that have been happening for you, or things have been happening for you, not to you. So the things that have been happening in your life that have been causing quite a lot of defensiveness and grief and hard work, and you don't know what the hell to do because things just don't be coming in your favor, sit with it. Just keep with it. Your hard work is paying off. You need to find stillness now. Now is the time for meditation. Now is the time to just stop and just allow the fruits to come in, because this Lionsgate portal is bringing you secrets that will be revealed. It's bringing you recognition. It's bringing you choices that you need to decide and make from a solid, so it's important to have that real stillness within yourself so you can make those decisions carefully. And the justice is coming in as a gift from the universe to bring about a long-term sense of security within yourself, where that is what you've been lacking, that is what you will get. So if there's any opportunity for you, to anyone you can say sorry to, where you can change that energy around you, that will be really, really beneficial for you. But all I would say is have hope, have faith. It's all going to be moving and thrusting forward in your favor very, very quickly. So that's a reading for you, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it and resonated, please like, subscribe, and comment and share. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.